Welcome to the Ballarat Football League Grand Final edition of First at Four. I'm Emily Sobey.
And I'm Gav McGrath.
Well, it's not long now to go, Gav, until the grand final kicks off on Saturday, and rivals Redan and Sunbury go head-to-head at Eastern Oval. Now, Redan's beaten Sunbury in 3 grand finals in the past 10 years, while Sunbury's last premiership in the past 10 years was with Redan way back in 2004. So who will take home the Premiership Cup on Saturday, Gav, and why?
Well, it's a good question and a very interesting one. For two teams that are so far away geographically, these two sides are real traditional rivals. It's not just about those grand final wins. Sunbury has been knocked out of finals in the last few years, despite always being a strong side. And it's usually been Redan that's been their arch nemesis. So in terms of who might win this year, look, Sunbury's been the best side for most of the season. Mm-hmm. They're on top of the ladder all year, and they were looking like they were going to go all the way, perhaps even undefeated. And then they come into the finals. Look, they had a slip up during the season against North City. They come into the finals, they come across Redan. Redan's the underdogs, and what happens? Redan knocks them off. So it remains to be seen who's going to actually win the game. Mm. But I have to say that there is quite a few interesting things that are happening during the week with the lead up to a grand final, like there is with every single grand final. Mm-hmm. And one of those is the will they, won't they about injured players coming in.
Okay, and can you name some of those people that have been, under question this week?
Well, the guy that I put as my number one player in the competition this year in my top 20, now not everyone agrees with my top 20 of course, was Jay Cheap, who's a very skillful footballer in the middle of the ground for Sunbury. He's been missing for over a month. He's been, even when he was playing the last 2 games before that, he was playing injured. He hasn't played since about round 15, and he might be a bloke that comes in for Sunbury. Of course, that means someone has to miss out.
That's right.
There's even more mystery happening over at Redan at City Oval. We've got Brendan Peace will have to come back. He's the coach, and he's an automatic inclusion. Nathan Blomley, a former skipper, if he's right to play, he'll have to come in. And I've also heard a whisper, though, that Ryan Waite might have a bit of a leg problem, so they might be in some doubt. So there could be some mystery. We won't find out until selection later on tonight. Okay.
And also in the netball, we've got Lake Wendouree and Redan playing in the seniors at 1 p.m. What are your thoughts there?
Look, Lake Wendouree has been a powerhouse in Ballarat Football League netball for 4 years, across a lot of grades. They've won 4 in a row. They're going for 5 in a row. They're clearly the favourites to win it. Redan, though, have come from nowhere. They weren't expected to beat East Point in the preliminary final. They got through. They won easily. They won well. They've also, I believe, for the first time in recent history, got a team in the grand final of every single grade. So again, look, I think that the odds would be on a Lake Wendouree win, but you can never count out Redan netball or football.
And don't forget, we will have live results from each game on the Courier website on Saturday, including quarter-by-quarter results from the big game at 2:20 p.m. And in general news, Beeline has released its annual report today, and reporter Tom McElroy says the Melbourne to Ballarat line is the fastest growing corridor, with patronage up 10%. So he'll bring you the full breakdown on that one tomorrow. So back to you, Gav. Who's your tip for Saturday?
Well, look, I've been on Sunbury all year, but after that second semi-final win, I'm going to have to change my colours, I think. Join you.
And I'm going to back the locals, so best
go to the Lions.
Up to Redan. Thanks for joining us.